Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 1st and 10. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Into the hands of Juju. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, Don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. They put Kelsey in motion. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. It's made by Smith-Schuster.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding a hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. The second down throw is incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
Third and goal. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Harrison
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jabari Connor there on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And the defense hands up the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most, George Karlaftis there to make the play.
Second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, KC.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pick.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A tight end in motion now. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Kelce opens his account, his first catch, and a first down to boot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Mahomes now on second down. A throw left side but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 10-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now a pitch to Montgomery. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Here's Jack Fox now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall, incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Left side, it's caught been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Royals. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Big play for KC. 38 yards.
For a Kansas City
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Second and goal.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
This is caught at 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board?
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his second touchdown tonight. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, walking down to the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Automatic first down.
On first down, it's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 33, here's second and 6. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Royals. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Royals. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 17-0, the early score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Right back to the air from Mahomes. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is George Karlaftis in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. To Slav, a man in motion. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
3rd and long. Throwing here is gone. That's cut. It's Isaac to Slav. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Ooh. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a pretty good effort there on 3rd and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the 1st down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this 1st half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They put Kelsey in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll run the sneak, and he will have the Chiefs' first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 28 yards on the game, and it sets up 1st and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. Play action here. Mahomes.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
4th and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. Run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On play action, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's hard, and he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Lions are able to cut into the deficit.
Lions 7.
So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whenever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and short. Here's Patrick, and he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, Every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tismar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. The Lions called their 1st timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
One final throw before the break. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Lions 14.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. An opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This is Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
41. An 8-yard pickup. And the Lions first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take
the blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Detroit.
First down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Into the hands of Brock Wright. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Goff. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Back at the 11-yard
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league. and it results in a negative play.
Laporta in motion. Goff to throw. And he just gets rid of this one. To the sideline, it is incomplete. He did not want to throw the interception there. And now it is 4th down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st down throw, Mahomes. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
They'll run with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive linemen out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Taking a shot for Smith-Schuster. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On comes the Chiefs punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll step up and run this. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. Play action here. Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the 1st read, the 2nd read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both. as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Short throw caught by the tight end, Gray. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, KC.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're
line.
trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A run. It's Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive cover.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And now it's fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Brian Branch in on the tackle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Third and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, first and 10 now from the 30. Here's a toss to Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. Now, Mahomes, who else another catch for his favorite target. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that
Gain
one.
of 10 yards.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Down back at the 38-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
15 yards.
A gain there of 15. And the Chiefs have a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. Patrick to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 9 yards to
As you can probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Laporta in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Lions.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. That is Trent McDuffie that time. Not usually a big sack man, but getting the job done there.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Here's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 41, here's second and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO 8.
That's good.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
19-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 6. Goff to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Lions
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That his second touchdown tonight. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
The Lions will set
Here's
up
Goff.
for the two-point conversion.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here's Pacheco, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. to throw on first down. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. To throw is gone. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, 1st and 10 now from the 36. Goff to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end. And then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Williams in motion. On first down, it's Goff. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. The Lions call their first timeout. Again, it was just under 90 seconds remaining.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's third down and a few inches. From the gun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been. And it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 times.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Bates now for the extra point. Gets it to go, and the Lions are able to cut into the deficit.
44, Lions 30.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense, but do the math. Even if they choose to use them, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, had a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.